I had 2 hurricanes. When I was down in Louisiana, hurricane, which actually turned into Tropical Storm Fran, and then there was Hurricane Lily that came through. So being from New England, you don't have to suffer through hurricanes. I was finally thrown into a spot that I did. And I had to cover 400 guests in the hotel and all the employees on top of it. Being totally unprepared. Just walked in, not knowing a thing, and thought, what am I going to do? And it was a fly by the seat of your pants kind of moment. That was freaky. Well, you know, it's hard to say because I came from 8 years of hotel management, so there was always something going on. We had fires in rooms, mini riots, parties, severe weather around the winter season. So sometimes the hotel would have been fine and the guests would have been fine, but outside was a disaster. And you still had to deal with the impact there because the outside services affected your inside services. And so you were always trying to be 2 steps ahead, but really you're 3 behind. I usually grab my camera. Normally I'm right on my weather radio or I'm on TV and I'm just glued to it because there's an addiction. I can't get away from it. And usually throw on the TV and they go, it's coming to get you. It'll be here in 15 minutes. That's when I'm like, here I go, right down into the basement. I do have one with tools, extra shoes, contact lens solution, and food packs. You know, I didn't even know what CERT was at first, but then from work they said, we want you to get involved in the community. And I was like, well, what am I going to do? And so I think somebody had sent an email around. I said, well, that sounds pretty interesting. I could probably use that. So I went in and they taught you everything from just search and rescue stuff from some real severe issues and then just the smaller things on how to stay prepared within your neighborhood. And I thought that was a nice touch, is that it's more about being prepared at home and taking care of your family and your neighbors before you responded to something bigger. So they kind of covered a broad range of skills and helped out a lot. I think for us, what comes to mind first is the education piece and the training that everybody does, and that's where it's really pushed. Then the other half of me says we're really lucky that we don't get a lot of the weather that other parts of even the metro get, but I still think that people need to be prepared, and I just think they've taken for granted what hasn't happened yet.